welcome to another New Era Coaching video. My name is Nichole Williams. I am the founder of New Era Coaching. Today is my second week releasing content, and I hope that you guys see my last video, 5 ways to rid fear for good. And I just want to jump right into my topic for today. Today I want to talk about 3 ways you know you lack commitment. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So, number 1, the way you know that you or a person that you know lack commitment is you or they make excuses for everything. So, that's number 1. You always try to find out a way why you can't. You always have a reason why you can't do something. Why I can't make better grades in school, why I can't show up to work on time, why I can't commit to a project, why I can't commit to a relationship, whether it's friendship or intimate relationship, why I can't commit to making sure I get my to-do list done, why I can't commit to doing anything that's going to better myself. So you make excuses for everything. All the excuses in the world. You look outwardly instead of looking inwardly. That's number 1. Let's jump right into number 2. Number 2, you don't want to take responsibility for anything. And that kind of coincides with excuses for everything, not taking responsibility. You play the blame game. Have you ever met a person who's always blaming their life on maybe a past incident or something that happened in the present? That's the reason why they can't, have a better future. So, we all have situations that happen in our life in the past. We all have life experiences that can definitely hold us back. But it's a decision that you make, that you're going to commit to making your life better regardless of what your past looked like. Sometimes people grow up in household that was abusive, dysfunctional, and it's really your decision and your commitment to making sure that your life do not end up dysfunctional and your life doesn't end up abusive. So that is an example of the blame game. And we like to point fingers. Oh, I can't, come out with this because somebody else came out with it before. Or, we just point fingers at everyone. I don't have enough time because, I'm a mother, a single mother with kids, and I'm not able to do this and that. Trust me, I was a single mother myself. And if I was able to get a lot of things accomplished, anyone in the world should be able to get some things accomplished. It's all about making sure you committed to it and time management. When you are committed to something, you make sure you make time. You stop doing something that's irrelevant and start working on the relevant things in your life. So you stop playing the blame game. You stop making the excuses for everything, and you just move forward regardless. Number 3, you are afraid to fail. And we all have experienced that fear that develop inside of us, whether it's starting a new business, starting a new adventure, moving to a new state, starting a new job and a position. We feel that inadequacy, are we really sure? We afraid that if we moved out to another state, will we be successful in that state? Will we meet new friends? Will I meet a new spouse? You're afraid that you're going to get there and fail at that. And you can't live like that. You always have to be optimistic about your future. Not only that you shouldn't be afraid to fail, but also some people are afraid of success. And I think that is something that I personally struggle with. People are afraid to fail, but there are also people that are afraid of success. And once you get to a certain level of, I guess, what people deem as success, it is a level of expectation that comes with that. And a lot of times that come with pressure. So I would rather just not do it at all, didn't have to deal with the pressure, have to deal with my own success. Am I going to be able to continue to be successful, or is this something that I'm able to only do you know, at one time. And that goes back to that fear that we worry about a lot. A lot of times, also, in the lack of commitment, the reason why we don't commit, and I can speak to this, that struggles that I've had in the past with myself, the reason why we lack it is because we worry about what people think about us more than we care about the goal that we're trying to achieve. So, you would stop doing something that you so desire, that your heart really wants. You know, you won't go after the life that you really want, the person that you really want, because you're afraid of what people would say about you. And in this walk, this journey that we have in life, you cannot worry about naysayers, what people's going to think about you, say any of that, because if that is the case, you're never going to get anything accomplished, because they're always going to have something to say, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. That's just something that's a part of life. You just have to accept it, ignore it, and keep moving forward. Also, a lot of times people lack commitment because if they commit to something and they become successful at it, sometimes people deal with the shame that we want a better life, you know, and the people that's in our past who doesn't want a better life or have not tried to attempt to have a better life, they judge us for wanting something better. So they make you feel like, oh, who do you think you are? You know, you think you're too good. Now, you know, we all grew, you know, if you grew up in the hood or whatever, who does she think she is that, you know, you know, she grew up in the same hood as me. And now she's trying to say that she's this, and that. And she, you know, she has this skill and that skill, and she's able to accomplish this. She's no better than me. I remember when she did such and such. But you can't worry about how other people feel, their inadequacy, because you're trying to do better. So don't allow what people will think about you, say about you, make you lack in commitment. Also, I have a story that I want to share with you guys about commitment, because, you know, in my life, I've had a lot of ups and a lot of downs, a lot of trials and a lot of tribulations. And one thing that I know is the only reason why I was able to get to this point that I am at right now is because I committed to myself. You have to commit to yourself and say, listen, I do not want to live the life that I'm living now. I no longer want to deal with the things that I'm dealing now. I want to be in a new space, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So you have to commit to do the work so you can remove yourself from situations that are not healthy for you. So that's exactly what I did in my life. Regardless of the ups and downs, regardless of the setbacks, regardless of the lack of support, and regardless of the type of access that you might have, you have to commit and focus on the main goal. And just understand, commitment is not a one-time thing. It's not a 2-time or a 3-time thing. Commitment is something that is continuous, meaning that it's a journey. You're going to be committed your entire life until it's over. So it is not something that you do 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and you know that's it. It is a constant effort each and every day that you get up and you say to yourself, I am going to commit my life to making sure I want this, I want that, I want this. Some people commit to having great kids, so they, you know, they want to educate them, put them in great schools, make sure they're spending quality time. Some people, you know, commit to having a great relationship. And if that's the case, you're having to put time into it. You have to nurture it. So it's so many different areas of your life that you have to commit to. So number 1, I said, if you lack commitment, these are the things that you used. Excuses for everything. Number 2, you do not want to take responsibility. You play the blame game. And number 3, you are afraid to fail or succeed. Now, if these are any of the things that you feel like you have been dealing with, then you definitely are having some commitment issues, and this can verge over to so many different areas of your life. I am going to come back with a two-part series about commitment because first off, we have to rid fear, and second hand, we have to definitely commit our lives to our progress. I'm so happy, guys, that I'm able to share this information with you today. Again, my name is Nichole Williams. I'm the founder of New Era Coaching. You can find me on Instagram. I'm under New Era Coaching. Also on LinkedIn, I'm under Nichole. Facebook, Nichole. And my website is www.nueracoaching.com. And I hope to see you guys next week with the second part of commitment. Bye, guys.